Welcome to Here's to Your Health with Joshua Lane. Here's to Your Health discusses the current thinking in wellness, bringing you the most influential thinkers in beauty, fitness, and longevity. Your host, Joshua Lane, was part of the Dr. Ann Wigmore team that helped bring wheatgrass sprouts and raw foods to a worldwide audience. And now the host of Here's to Your Health, Joshua Lane.
We're back. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Here's to Your Health. I'm your host, Josh Lane, and my guest is Elisabeth Thieriot. Elisabeth Thieriot, the former fashion model, author of the book Be Fabulous at Any Age, and Elisabeth has developed the Replete Vegan Skincare line, and I'm happy to say that Elisabeth is a regular contributor to the show. Elisabeth, thanks for calling in today.
My pleasure, Josh, as always.
Happy to have you on. I enjoy your background in food as a healing tool, in the study of macrobiotics for the past 30 or so years, and of course as a former fashion model and the author of a book which is very easy to read and very nicely done, Be Fabulous at Any Age.
Thank you, Josh. I really want to address what you just said here, where most of us buy clothes because we want to look like the fashion models on the runway. And luckily right now, the ideas are that fashion models should look more like people, healthy, strong, not looking tired. So I want to address looking fabulous, what it means looking fabulous and being fabulous at any age, which combines book and products.
Yes.
The book gives us information how to get there, and the products give us the tools in addition to doing the right thing, using the right thing. So what I want to address today is how does our perceived idea of aging happen? You have been probably, as many of our listeners, to a high school reunion or college reunion. And what we noticed is that some people aged well and others didn't, right?
Yes. I noticed that.
We've all heard that, been there. And what is the secret of people that are aging well versus those that don't? Well, the secret is in extended telomeres, and people will say, what are these things? Our DNA, our code of how to be and how to live, the quality of life is right in there with the length of telomeres. It's almost like tails at the end of the sperm. We have tails at the end of our DNA. And the longer they are, the healthier, the more resilient we are, the younger we look, the less damage is done to our skin during the time. So it's not the time that it's aging us, which we see at high school reunions. It's something else, and that's the secret, the end of DNA tails. If they get shorter, we get sick more. We develop allergies. We get wrinkles. We just don't look so vibrant, so fabulous. So what is the secret of keeping them long, right? I mean, if we can, why wouldn't we?
Right.
So I have a secret.
Okay, good.
So here we go. The secret of aging is keeping the telomeres long, regardless of how long we live. I don't know if you're aware, there is a person living right now 168 years.
No, I did not know that. Oh.
118. There is a woman in India having a child at 72. Her husband is 79. They've been married for 47 years. I gave you, it was helped, but it was possible.
Wow.
So, when you read a Bible of Mary having a child or somebody else having a child, Sarah so late, we call them miracles. But it's all really in our DNA and how we spend our time. Are we taking care of ourselves or are we not? And that's what creates longer telomeres when we take care of ourselves. Well, then how do we do it? Pretty much most of it is in the book of Be Fabulous at Any Age. So what is it dependent on? Us following the natural rhythm given to us by who we are, by being part of nature. And this is something we lost by thinking we want to be more sophisticated, buying designer clothes, buying designer shoes. And believe me, I see nothing wrong with any of it. Clearly, being a model, loving clothes, being fashionable, I'm probably the best-dressed nerd on the street.
Okay, good. That's a nice combo.
So the idea is to really respect our natural body's rhythm so the body can do what it needs to do to keep these telomeres long behind our DNA. One of the primary things is not having a breakfast and allowing our body to detox toxins that we ingested all through the day after we finish our detoxing from 6 to 11. Once you're going to be able to allow the body to clean itself, then it's going to be less stressed and can repair itself better at night. You see, that simple thing, the old saying breakfast is most important part of the day, really was designed for doctors having more patients and making more money.
Okay.
And us aging poorly.
Huh. All right.
So that's number one. Allow your body to clean and detox. I mean, you wouldn't want to put fresh food in the old refrigerator. You wouldn't want to put fresh food on molding old food and call it a great meal. But that's what we're doing to our body.
Wow. All right.
So that's the first thing we have to do. Then there is a very important part where it links with replete. Most people use SPF on their body. So they're preventing what our body needs, vitamins converted from sunlight. And we all know that we have sad without sunlight. We all know that if we don't have sun, we don't have crops, we don't have grains, fruits, greens without sunlight. How do we expect to live without sun?
Elisabeth, I agree. By the way, for those listening to Here's to Your Health today, our guest is Elisabeth Thieriot, the former fashion model, author of the book Be Fabulous at Any Age, who has developed the Replete vegan skincare line, which I'm happy to say I've used, and very successfully, excellent ingredients in Elisabeth's formulations. And, well, talking about the sun, a lot of people feel that the sun is really very bad for us and bad for our skin. So how do you stand with that?
Well, very simply. They operated on fear that cancer comes from sunlight. It's not true. As a matter of fact, sun builds collagen. So it replaces the collagen because it stimulates the skin. And I am not talking about you being irresponsible with being in the sun every single day through the summer. Of course you get sunburned. It's like cooking a food. If you keep it on the stove for too long, we'll get burnt too. I mean, we're supposed to use our intelligence to live in our natural rhythm, and exposure to the sun should be applied between 2 o'clock and 4 or 5 before sunset for the best benefit. The reasons is why our skin, and we are most resilient, it's the tightest. And the sun is most gentle, delivering all that we need to convert without causing harm. You see? So there is that symbiosis of what we need and what is being given to them, but we just have to know what and when and how much. There has to be applied intelligence. That's why we have so much of it. And it should be used for the good, not the bad. So let me tell you a more important part here.
Yes.
During a day when people use SPF, they're not only blocking their skin from converting light into needed vitamins for healthy bones, for metabolism, so we stay slim and we can look like the runway model because it creates healthy metabolism, so we convert fats, proteins, carbs into energy and needed nutrients for repair at night, without which we can't sleep, we can't repair, we can't replace those long telomeres. So during the day, the key is to prevent breakdown of these telomeres and our DNA cells in our cells so that the replacement and repairs can be done with higher quality.
Mm-hmm.
So in the serums that are seasonal serums, we have clays and seaweeds and foods that allow these telomeres and DNA to be unbroken and the cells to have strength to do their job during a day, to pull the minerals, pull vitamins. There is about over 400 different minerals, trace minerals, vitamins we pull from light and air that when you block it with SPF, you get none of it. No wonder people get sick.
Yes.
So the seasonal serums, they design per season. If it says winter, use it all in the winter, depending on your hemisphere. If it's summer, it's summer. And that way you have extended telomeres. That's why being outside you don't get burned. You don't get windburned. You don't get sunburned. When you go from 2 o'clock on, you get beautiful tan without being burned. You get minerals, vitamins, and those fabulously long telomeres. So now at night, you have less damage to repair. So the body can work on expeditiously replacing new cells with higher quality. Because then the night cream gives all that you need to put quality into new cells and add the body in its process. This is why we have circadian day and night product, and we have seasonal product to keep those replacements, repairs at minimum with higher quality. So less damage during a day, higher quality repair at night.
Elisabeth, we are coming to the end of our interview with Elisabeth Thieriot, the fashion model, who produces the Replete vegan skincare products. Elisabeth, how can listeners of Here's to Your Health contact you to find out more about the Replete skincare line?
Well, it's very simple. You can go online at repleteskincare.com. Send me an information under either Elisabeth at repleteskincare.com or info, and it will reach me, and then I can answer more of your questions. And I would suggest to buying a book. It's in audio form, Kindle form, PDF form, or hardcover, which is a great conversation book. During a party, it's beautifully made hardcover with colored pictures, charts to talk about and share the wisdom of how to have energy on demand, how to feel good about yourself, and how to enjoy your life till the last minute, till our switch by expiration goes on.
Right.
To have a beautiful life.
That sounds very good. Our guest has been Elisabeth Thieriot, a regular contributor to Here's to Your Health. And Elisabeth is a former fashion model, author of a very worthwhile book called Be Fabulous at Any Age, which I suggest you read because it's a lot of great information there. And Elisabeth is the formulator behind Replete Vegan Skincare and has those excellent seasonal serums. This is Josh Lane. You're listening to Here's to Your Health. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after these important messages. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Here's to Your Health with Joshua Lane. If you have any questions about the guests or topics discussed tonight, please give us a call at 818-707-0005. That number is 818-707-0005. This is Josh Lane. On behalf of the cast and crew, I would like to wish you a healthy and safe good evening.